back to scouring the swamps for loot. Needs to happen. Cacao, that was not what we needed to do. To actually jump on the thing. Ugh, I hate the way we just get stuck down there. Where exactly do you fly to? The wire, I guess? Any day now, Cal. And now we're gonna fucking die because you couldn't manage the simple task of pulling up the other rock. Well, apparently there is no ground under that. Alright, we're so far down now. We can't. Okay. Look, game mechanic, please, do me a favor. Not Cal. I'm talking to the video game mechanic now. I really need you to fucking work. Okay, so it's a little bit like you have to press R1 first. Like, it's not a direct combo. So you have to deliberately be pressing and holding R1 before you press the other button. You can't press them too close together.
Is it?
Let's get out of here!
The abominable bogling.
Hey, little guy.
You need a bath. There was something else I see down here, so. Or you like? What are you? The Mire Terror?
Let me out.
Oh, fucking bullshit game.
Fight with me.
Okay, we'll let him continue to be stuck. Oh, come on.
I need help.
Wow, I love that the slow didn't work, the fucking stun didn't work, that nothing fucking is working. What happened? We went into the fucking lucre hole? There was a goddamn update? I don't know what the fuck. The game just doesn't function properly anymore. It's almost like it introduced fucking bugs. This wasn't even the fucking Mire Terror. This was a just fucking bullshit side enemy.
I need some help. Catch.
The updates are supposed to be fixing bugs, but
Some help, please.
legit, this last update, I think has broken the basic mechanics of the game on PC. At least for me. I wasn't actually having any problems. And now... parrying, like... I know the controls don't function right anymore. It's the best way I can describe it. Yeah, I can't be too fast on that. For sure. That's about as fast as I can push those buttons together and have it actually register what it's supposed to do. Ugh. It's terrible. Like, I don't really know. Why is it broken now? Why doesn't it not, or why does it not work? It's like all of a sudden combat went from being reasonable to being totally ass. And the only thing that's changed between the last time I played and this time is there was an update. Oh, no, that's the... It was further down than I thought. Ugh. I don't know, the controls just don't feel responsive anymore. And I'm not really sure why. I guess other than the update. At the end of the day, all I want is my controls to work. And they were working fine. There didn't need to be anything. Of course, they do it so that you can't play the game without doing the update, which is really annoying. Would like to continue playing the game as is. Thank you. Oh, good. Balloons that I can't do anything with yet. One day. That's like my last big thing. And those have been around since the beginning. It's actually... no. Concerning.
Welcome, welcome. Make yourself at home.
Well, I'm glad you're all right. But lucky Turgle hasn't doomed us all by antagonizing the raiders.
Turgle didn't have anything to do with Z's kidnapping.
Well, then why did you bother to rescue her? You hardly know her. If I were at the business end of a Bedlam Raider rifle, you wouldn't soak up a blaster bolt for me.
I probably would.
As I thought you would. Well, that's very decent of you. I'd leave you in the dust. Mind, nothing personal.
Yep, I figured.
How's it going?
So how'd you like playing on Coruscant?
At first, I loved it. The Undercity's this melting pot of all these different struggles. A real vivid place, you know? After a few months of small gigs, though, I got bumped up to the popular clubs. Didn't take long for me to start hating it.
Not your scene.
It wasn't a conversation, you know? Those crowds just wanted to be able to say they'd seen the next big thing.
Sounds like you were really on the rise.
Well, my agents were ambitious. Scored me a deal that could have had me on billboards all over the Corps. But I said no.
That takes guts.
Well, so does slicing up raiders. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yep, fair.
Your turn to choose, BD. Let's change the tempo.
Spiceman.
How about this?
How's it going, Durgle? This was for once not your fault.
Cal, look at this saloon.
Monk's been really busy.
And I helped by staying out of the way. Did you know there's even a garden on the roof?
Yeah.
Okay, BB.
I've seen it.
You know what I like about
You
plants?
seem to be having a lot
when
more
you
problems.
talk to them, they can't just walk away.
I don't know what it is, but like, they updated and now BD has no concept of
And
space.
the searching river is parted by the blade of the stone,
What blade? What stone?
which is sharper, stone or water.
I wouldn't fight a raider with water, if that's what you're suggesting.
But is the river's course its birthright? Is the stone due its form?
I thought you had all the answers.
Shh, pay attention, Dana. I think she's talking about some treasure.
You two getting your fortune read?
Trying to. But we can't get a straight answer out of this one.
Say it
Forgot
again.
the straight answer
Leah.
to a fortune teller?
On shores of silt, a river winds, a bank of guilt, a broken bind.
Oh, I get it now. She's saying there's a big score to be had in some silty river.
You only hear what you want to hear. Sounded like a warning to me. One of them ominous ones.
What do you make of it, Cal?
It's dangerous out there. I trust my own instincts over a fortune.
See? Kid gets it.
Whoever made the score of a lifetime by being more careful?
A lot of prospectors around here. Have you ever tried your hand at mining, Prior Ray?
Once, I found it enlightening. Some prospectors invited me to join them on an expedition. We descended to the mines, but when my back was turned, they fled.
They ditched you?
Yes, alone, I calmly walked through the darkness, trusting my intuition. I found another exit.
And the prospectors?
Dead. Morocco attack.
Yeah,
If I
irony.
had chased them, I would have perished too. Let this be a lesson. Always go your own way.
BD's just having a day, isn't he?
You got the stuff, I got the goods.
Well, I have one bounty book. That is enough to get
You know you're gonna buy it, so just buy
blaster
it.
pieces, but I'd like to save a little bit.
Barkeep.
Good to see you, Cal.
See you later, Monk.
Okay, I guess I just don't get service. That tank is looking a lot cleaner. And there's a lot more people in the saloon. Call it good.
That bioma's no longer a threat.
Well done. Can't say I'm surprised. You and Beatty are tough customers.
You know, when you first walked in here, I was getting ready to throw you out.
Oh, funny. I remember asking myself, am I gonna be the guy who gives this Latero his second prosthetic arm?
Oh, yeah, you go ahead and cry. And seriously, you've done good by us. Watching out for that kid. It's like you're... Excuse me.
Those tears in your eyes, Grease?
No, they're not tears. What, are you kidding me? No. Probably smoke or something. Someone smoking in here? No smoking!
I got it, Grease. Right back at you. And if you ever want to get that arm modded, I know a guy.
You got an arm guy?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, let me think about it.
Apparently it pays to have an arm guy in this galaxy.
Pyloon's is drawing a crowd.
Yeah, it could be words out that I'm the best cook this side of the Hidean Way. Oh, what do you know, BD? You've got no taste buds.
Valid point. Are we gonna stop being spasticky now, BD, please?
true then? Nicked that droid back from the raiders, did you?
I don't think we met.
Oh, lass. Sorry about that. Came at you like a rock, I did. Call me Ha. Been here longer than any of these greenhorns. Except Doma, and Gulu, and Guido, and old Toll, of course. She's... Blast, there I go again. Cal, is it?
Right. This is BD.
Damn fine to meet you two. Damn fine. Hey, mate.
Do you see this one? We made to the master dance over halfway full.
I hope they all get along.
Aye, but this is no the time for self-congratulation, laddie. There's still leagues of bubbles left for more fishes. Let the hunt continue.
That's good to know.
I might have located another meditation chamber, Cal.
Where?
Inside the valley silo. No one's been inside for some time, but
I
there
can break
are
the door now.
rumors.
Good to know. How are you,
How you
Z?
feeling, Z?
Much improved, Cal, now that I am far from that ghastly ship.
It's seen better days, that's for sure.
The same could be said for the entire galaxy, could it not? But it is heartening to see that some bright spots yet remain.
That's why we keep fighting.
Indeed. I must say, I see vestiges of the Order, my Order, in you and your companions. It is most heartening.
Sometimes you know just what to say.
I don't know if it's necessarily a good thing.
How glad I am.
She meant it as a
to share
compliment.
the friend.
Just not always a good thing. I guess we could buy...
Yes, that's worthy of your attention.
I guess I'd rather save up for some perks. Hey, Marin.
You returned in one piece.
You sound surprised.
You do have a knack for getting into trouble.
Yeah, but Bo has a knack for keeping me on the right side of blaster fire.
A useful quality in a friend.
This music is very interesting. How's it
I
going?
see you made it back. How's Pyloon's treating you?
It's adorably derelict and entirely unique. If this cantina were on Coruscant, you could quadruple the prices and still have lines out the door.
Any luck with the data pad?
Ask Doma. She's working on it.
Thanks again for your help,
Go
Cal.
to Doma anyway.
Don't mention it.
Hey there.
That's it? Okay, that's it. I'll come back to the holo tactics. I really will. I promise. I promise I'll come back.
These plants could use a little company, BD.
New seeds, magnificent. After you've planted one, I'll share what I know.
Yeah, I said, yeah. I'll get to my gardening eventually. After I break my knees. Let me see. Wait, are you a talkable person? Do you have something to tell
I
me?
had a nightmare about the caverns again. Where old man Funky made his fortune. Folks say the cavern's cursed. Of course. Folks say a lot of things. Cursed or not. It's riddled with raiders. And they're always up to no good.
Yeah, I killed him.
I can vouch for that.
Did I? Oh, maybe I could get further in. Frog tear.
I don't see what all the fuss is about with that droid.
I think she's talking about Z.
It's like that's all people want to talk about.
A droid that old is pretty exciting.
Well, I'm old. No one wants to talk about me. Look, let me tell you. I was one of the first people in this town, and I have seen a whole lot of fads and flavors of the week.
Like what?
We once had a fire juggler come in. People paid to see her, too. 50 credits a pop.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah, it was fun. Till she burned half the food silo down.
Not fun.
Yeah.
See, stuff that's new is exciting, Sure, but what really counts is consistency. Reliability.
Do you have a data pad?
Can I confide something, Cal?
Sure.
Now, it ain't easy for me to admit, but I'm a big fan of Ash's music. Cannot get it out of my head.
It's catchy. You've got great taste. Why is that hard for you to admit?
Well, I don't know. I got a reputation, I suppose, for being tough, alert, ready to do what needs to be done. But, wouldn't you know it, deep down I was just born to dance, Cal. Found myself humming a tune the other day, and, well, customer thought I was out of my mind.
Well, that's a problem with your customer.
You know what I like about you, Cal? You're not always bugging me to step in and help you solve disputes and whatnot.
I like to try to handle my own problems. Guessing that's the same with you.
That's right. While back, this one prospector got into an argument with his protocol droid. Got so worked up, he got violent. So I stepped in, told the prospector if he laid another hand on his droid, I would ban him from my shop and cut his credit with every vendor in town. So that shut him up pretty quick. Since then, well, I've been the closest thing to a mayor his town has.
I wouldn't want to mess with you.
That's another thing I like about you, Cal. Smart enough to know trouble when you see it.
Not smart enough to avoid it, though, constantly.
Quality wares, 100% guaranteed.
Well...
Ooh, take a look at that.
Get you some Luke Skywalker hair.
Here you go.
It's a deal.
Some...
You got a good eye.
Pants.
Done.
Good choice. Practically had your name on it.
More music.
This will be useful.
I knew you'd pick that up.
Looks good to me.
Alright, we have purchased all the music. Is the important part. There's still so much more to buy. There must be a lot more priorite on this planet. Oh, you want a workbench, that's what it is, BD. Eh. Nah. You guys got anything to say?
Hey, fellas. How long you been together?
Too long. We were one of the first people here, and both tried scouting for priorite.
Had zero idea what we were doing. Couldn't find anything.
Then I remembered I hate the outdoors.
And I got a sunburn on my gastrodermis. Not fun.
Then I caught sight of the most pathetic, bumbling prospector ever to walk the planet, Rumsey Forlow.
Me too. Of course, we both started making fun of clumsy Rumsey. I laughed at Gulu's zingers.
And I at Guido's, and we've been stuck together ever since, because we shared something special. Rumsey was a loser.
Still puts a smile on my face.
Alright.
What?
Nothing. Don't think I got anything. Did you guys find anything? Can I finally get in some of these houses? Oh, I can finally electro-zap things, that's for sure. I'm afraid I don't understand. But I do. Understand that powered this door. Knocking out a couple things right here. It's important to take a little bit of time. You know, relax. why the camera's creeping on you. Oh, the good news is that's still powered. There's some weird noises sometimes. Hello, legacy chest. Ah, swoop blaster. Looks kind of neat. There was a lot more
Let's take a
doors
look.
than I thought. Obsession. I will crack them. I will dig in. Find their treasures no matter what. I will get in. Forever curious. These monoliths, I cannot figure them out, which is always compelling. The locals say some ancient treasure is hidden inside, but nobody has been able to crack them. He is much more interested than I am, however, which is becoming something of a concern. Yeah, nice little garden setup here. Hi!
Who? Who?
A stranger in these parts. Just looking around.
Well, away with ya! Nothing for you here!
What are you so afraid of? You have nothing to fear.
I have nothing to fear.
I'm just a friend dropping by.
You're just a friend dropping by. In, quickly. You're letting the dust inside.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, so that's a dead body.
Brother, don't ignore me. You can't stop me. I won't let you! There's still time. Time to go. To walk away. No! Too slow!
He killed his own brother.
Yeah, that's not great. Sometimes I need you to dodge and you don't. And then you get electrocuted for it. Or shot. Skill points. It's sad when obsession makes you kill your own family members. Alright, was there anything over here where you were standing? No. That. Okay. Well, they can keep their fighting, I think.
I hope Command is watching. Get in there. Kill the beast.
Does this mean somewhere there's like... Who? It must have been a stormtrooper that I just murdered. So I see a stim pack Or no, it's just a chest. There's gotta be like a portable emitter or something, right? Or one of these other houses has got stuff? Well, that's still locked off. So we've been in both of those. They're all three of those. That's Stonewood's shop. That's the meditation chamber. That's their house. That's the holo tactics. There's the rumor down here. Oh great, there's roving things. Angry, hairy things. I would really like it if there were less of them. Okay.
Yeah.
This actually must be how I do that other thing. But I must need to bring a ball in here somehow. How? Some way? Maybe this was the direction I was supposed to go. This looks like a messed up chamber. Oh, but there's the ball. The ball parts it for me, even. Oh, not convenient.
Oh? Find something, buddy?
The Kobo Emergence. An entry from Jedi Master Peter Stevar. The sky is aflame. The moon, I think, was destroyed. It is hard to tell. The shuttles are leaving, but we are trapped. The Padawans are afraid, and I cannot leave them. Whatever our fate on Kobo may be, we entrust it now to the Force. the skill points. Okay, so. Borrow this for a second. Goodness, this has burned away a lot. But now I can use Kobo matter. Oops. Quick draw. That looks fun. There are a lot of things on this planet that seem to have mouths and tongues, but not anything else. Sorta not a fan. This is a whole range.
Too sturdy.
No, if you're standing through it.
This stuff is everywhere.
Cavern fungus. Mysterious fungus that gives off a peculiar acidic odor. The growths can be found throughout the cave network, though little else about their behavior is known.
I don't like the look of it. We should be careful.
They're gonna be a thing that hurts me, aren't they? So many droids. Oh, well, that's cute.
You'll scour this place for anything of note. If anyone tries to interfere, crush them.
Okay, I thought it was going to be about the two droids dying in each other's arms, but, no. That was, in fact, not what this is. Raider Depot. What was once a Republic facility underneath the planet's surface has now, like so many things on Kobo, been overrun by the Raiders. A depot of droid parts, weaponry, and supplies is proof of Raider incursion into the caverns. Okay. Oh, finally, bomber jacket colors. He's about time. But why does that kill me? Okay, and one more step down. There you go. So now when I step down, you won't break your legs. There you go. There's a Rancor back there.
We have to get back to warn the others.
I don't think we're making it back.
God, there's so many. Well, I guess I'll fight the Rancor. Alright, Rancor time. Let's go poke the Rancor. Going to regret this, I think.
Really? You're going all out.
That's the second one. Actually, what did you want to scan?
Find something? What'd you find?
Rancor prey. Although it remains a mystery if the raiders somehow lured this Rancor into the cave, or if it had been here a long time, it's clear the beast was nonetheless provided with a stable diet of victims.
I bet Z can get the data off this disk.
Apparently since the time of the High Republic. No, they probably just collected them. So now, if I was an electrified door...
Unbelievable. Truly, the Jedi are just as skilled as I was led to believe. Ravis was right about you.
What makes you think you'll do any better?
The caverns are deep and dangerous, Jedi. There is more you do not know.
Uh-huh. So I gather. This thing seems very angry.
Surprise. I will relish every second of you.
Can't hide from me.
My honor to slay you. A Jedi. How fascinating. Ravis told us tales, but what a thrill to see you in the flesh. I'll enjoy studying your remains. Should your exploration turn sour, you won't stop me.
Hey, bud, Stim.
So this is the person that he sent to do the forest rig.
You're mine.
that time. Block it. Oh, you don't even get a cutscene done.
Could use a little help, BD.
Well, well, well.
Seems ironic. We're all the way down here trying to reach through the stars.
We all must do our part, Padawan. No matter our place.
I suppose.
As above, so below. Ah, a duelist switch, eh? I guess that was fun. I'm totally lost now. There's the way out. That went not at all according to plan. Or did that? Suicide droids everywhere in this cavern. None of that went the way I saw it. Okay, yeah, why all of a sudden my push not working on the B ones? What is the problem there? I don't like them watching me while I'm trying to fly. Little uncomfortable. Great.
Unauthorized personnel spotted. You will fall. Systems damaged.
Okay, why is my parry so fucked up here?
Your enemy is weak.
Good, there's another
Help,
one.
please. Nice find. Let's take this back to Z.
Great, now I'm fighting two of them.
Lost functionality.
falling to my death.
I bet Z can get the data off this disk.
More data disks. Go figure. More broken pottery. Hope I'm not missing another data disk. Anything over where I killed this? Nope.
Yet more of you.
Finally, the prey comes to me. Prey said. He sends us many places and we obey. You, however, should concern yourself more with surviving.
You start to talk a lot.
I will be the victor!
I need help.
God, this is just a cavern full of enemies. It's just a cavern full of bosses.
This flora is fascinating. I can't figure it out.
Perhaps there's something in the satellite laboratory that could help us analyze it.
So bright in this room. The duelist group. Okay, I mean... Hey. Oh, there's not another one, though. Is that 3 in here? More skill points. I guess at least it's worth that. Oh, hi. And a freebie up here.
Just what we need.
Ooh, I can slice Magna Guards now? Oh, yeah. That sounds fun. And that looks like the way back up, so...
What? Oh no! You see that?
Oh, that? That's a dead body. A dead Jedi, no less. Ooh. The body of a Jedi long dead who presumably conducted research within the caverns. Their body indicates they were killed by massive trauma from someone much larger than them.
Nice find. Let's take this back to Z.
Not really feeling that.
I wonder if these started growing after the Republic. Either way, good for us.
Not so much. That was what was known as a trap, Cal. It's kind of unpleasant. 'Cause here's another one.
What was that?
Oh,
no.
Ah, Ravis.
You've been here a long time.
That poor Padawan. Both of them. One got crushed by rocks in the temple, and the other one got crushed by Ravis. Probably an awful experience. How did I know there was going to be another one? It was like, okay, you don't need to parry anymore.
Now it's real.
Alright, you get a cutscene. God, another skill point. Holy shit. This is like a cavern gauntlet of bosses.
I need a stim, buddy. Unstoppable as ever, BD.
I thought I'd just
Good work,
take a quick
BD.
explore of some caverns. Everything would be fine. No, just a lot of angry people with lightsabers.
Where is he? Where is Dagon Gera?
I don't know. We couldn't find him. But he murdered Jedi. He must answer for his crimes.
I understand. You're following your code, and I am following mine. I owe him everything. But you, I owe nothing.
Guess he's been at this a while.
So they were studying the growths here, as well as more research on Kobo matter. They really found this whole planet fascinating. Must have hated having to leave it all behind.
From this control room, the Republic Jedi and scientists stationed here conducted their monitoring of the planet's activity, while also gathering samples from the caverns themselves.
Come on, let's go.
Let's open this door. And then go over to the elevator. Get out of here.
The public must have used this to reach the surface. Well, I don't think they fell through a hole in the roof every time, buddy.
Funny. And you know who I haven't seen? That medical droid we sent. Okay. How are we doing?
Prospector's Folly, we call it. Pretty treacherous. Crawling with all kinds of dangers.
Sounds like our kind of place.
Identify yourself.
all just missed right there. That was bad.
A whole nest of Shiverpedes. Grease is gonna love this story.
Shiverpede nest. Creepy. Here. Side.
Stim here.
They can fight each other. Don't really care. Corroded silo, huh?
You hear that? About a Jedi? Feels like the net's closing in on us.
On the contrary, it means our purpose is noticed. If we survive this trial, our victory is all but assured.
I wish I could think like you do, Bud. Wait, no I don't. You're madder than a sun-baked Bramlick. Die, scum!
What's this?
What is this?
What's that, bud?
Despite my curiosity, it has become clear we must stop trying to break the monoliths. They're a waste of time. He won't let me, though. He insists we keep trying. He is relentless. Yeah. It sounds like our friend. Our toothsome friend who killed his brother. Just wait for that droid to come back around. A reason you don't want to jump on him, Cal? I guess because
Find something, buddy?
I wasn't in the air. The others, mindless prospectors. I will use their metals, use their tools, build my works, hide my cubes. They cannot see my works. A little creepy. Ah, the goatee and mustache. That's where I'm going. Yes, it kind of has to be. Whew. I unintentionally did what I was supposed to there. Drowned. sometimes attention must be paid. Or paid in blood. Or singed flesh. You know, either one.
Organic life forms will be terminated with the...
Someone else try. You got me. Lightsy, that hurt.
Okay, his own animation took him off the edge. That's great. Sometimes. So that's changed color now. It's yellow. Gotta say.
There's the meditation chamber Toa mentioned.
You're hiding something,
It's a bad
huh?
sign. The yellow light.
Yes, you are. But I've come this far. Too much blood. Just a little further now.
Alright, can we not be a stupid mechanic this time? Or is that too
Welcome,
much to
Jedi.
ask?
Your mind is your greatest asset. Both blade and shield against dark forces. The Force moves through your thoughts and into your actions. Let it guide you now.
Oh, hi.
Face me!
More bosses. God, they're just everywhere.
Let's show this to Z.
Can this be the meditation chamber, though? Just a boss battle for once, please, please. Can it be that easy? Two-tone metal for BD1. Neat.
These caves are a wonder.
Wait until you visit the monitoring station. The fungus there will amaze you.
Oh, it actually is. Oh my god.
The chambers are unique. Each one hones a different facet.
Interesting. We shall have to see how we can better facilitate your work.
Jedi and Republic, working together. I can barely remember a time like that.
Persistence, eh? Well, Cal has plenty of that in spades. That's about all he has going for him sometimes. This is dogged persistence. Cool. That was that. Why can't they all be this simple? You know, just a nice, quiet fight to the death.
Not a bad find.
Oh, good lord.
I'm feeling weak, BD.
Damage assessment. The databank entry of Doma Dendra assessing the damage to the old water treatment shed. That backup from Dredger Gorge has shot the whole system. Burst pipes, collapsed beams. It's all no good. We'll have to get our water from the river now. Folks will have to get used to it tasting a little strange, I suppose. Nice and good. Ooh, shall be mine. Naturally via near-death drowning experience. I mean, some light would be great, BD. Tell how long Cal can hold his breath for. Or if he's actually using like the rebreather. This looks like the way I'm supposed to go because it's green and well lit. Very bottom. Really? There's nothing down here, huh? Well, color me disappointed. That's just a dead end. Okay. Nothing in these tunnels then. Except a whole lot of pain. And drowning potential. Do scan. That gets me up there. What's through here? Why do I hear a lightsaber? Did you hear that? Sort of ominous. Oh, hold on. I forgot. I need to open this door. What did I say? Leland Cuds. Bosses, I gotta fight. Man, your lightsaber was loud, though.
You lack confidence. Curse you.
For that, I will take your arm. Seriously, what is this? Boss rush? We must be somehow at the end of the game. That like, I don't know. Just wandering around. I've fought 7 or 8 of these guys. Oh, coated metals for everybody. Happy days. Weird. I knew when I opened that door there was going to be a little boss person. Still slightly annoying. Lie. Just minding my own business, and they're all Ravis's goons. They're not even bounty hunters. I don't get bounty pucks for them. The least they could do is give me bounty pucks. Alright, one final stop, and then it's back to the ship.
Now!
This chest that has been bugging me forever. You're now mine. Unique metal, huh? And also the other thing I forgot to grab while I was up here last time.
Look at this.
He'll come back around. Always does. How's it going?
Newcomer. You heading to the cantina anytime soon?
Probably.
I dare you to put a restraining bolt on Monk.
Why would I do that?
Because he won't serve me anymore. Tab, schmab, I'll give him credits when I got credits.
Maybe pay your tab and then we can talk about drinks again. You know, saloon's a business that's
Well, something for the garden.
on itself. If people don't pay for their alcohol, you can't get new stuff. How's it going, everyone?
Be careful.
Oh, you know me, Marin. I'm never careful.
There he is, my favorite scrapper.
You know any others?
I do not. But together, we've taken on a few bucketheads.
Don't forget the KX droids.
How are we still alive?
Great question. Luck.
Watch yourself out there.
Well, we finished out our force stuff. And now it's time to go back to the moon. Persistence is nice. Don't have slots.